Good morning, all of you. Welcome to the St. Anthony Convent Higher Secondary School. It is our English class. Okay. So, today we are going to learn a topic which is very interesting and which will be very helpful for all of you to learn the English or to understand the meanings behind the what exactly you want to talk or the vocabulary. Okay. Everything you are going to learn in this. So this lesson will be helpful to you to how to just be with your content knowledge. Okay, how to give synonymous, antonyms, or whatever. Everything will be with you. So in today's lesson, we are going to learn that. So today we are going to learn the topic in the world of dictionaries. In the world of dictionaries. Why it is the world? Because it's a completely a different way that you can understand or you will able to read. You are going to able to be read. Everything will be, every knowledge will be given in this. How it should be helpful for all of us to learn the English, to acquire the knowledge. Okay. So let us start with the in the world of dictionaries. 20. Okay, so let us start with the in the world of dictionaries. In the world of dictionaries, first understand what is it. We often come across with the words that are unfamiliar to us. When we read the books, newspaper, or the magazines, we also hear new words and phrases when we watch TV programs. How do we find the meanings of this word? Okay, you know that when we start reading, when I explained, I give you the meanings. Why it is so? Because these are the unfamiliar words to us. We are not aware about the meaning. We are not going to connect with the what exactly that sentence wants to convey. So many times when you heard the new words, okay, you have to find their meanings. Now from where you are going to find that? In the classroom, the teacher is always available. As when I am explaining, when I am talking, or when I am teaching you, that time I'll give the meanings, I'll explain that in an easy language. But the teacher will not be available to everywhere. Yes or no? So the teacher is available to the student to tell the meaning of new and the difficult words. But she cannot accompany every student all the time to explain the meaning of every new word. Okay, she may not be available when you are doing your homework. She may not be available when you are reading something, when you are walking and reading the plates on the or banners. Okay, so you may not, they may not be available. So how can it be helped? But besides, grown up peoples also need help in this respect. We also have to study. We are also don't we do also don't want know the each and every word's meaning to explain you, to give you the easy language. We have to study. We have to keep I have just to keep my knowledge updated. Okay, before coming to this lecture in the night or before one day, what I do, I just prepared myself. I'll just read the lessons. I'll just be familiar with the unfamiliar words. I try to find out the words, okay, the meanings of that word. I try to find out the related content knowledge, or how what can be the examples. Everything I study, I rehearse myself in the one day before. So I also, as a grown up people, I also need some help. Okay, so from where should I get this help? To teach you, to explain you, I just want to be updated. I should have the updated knowledge. So where can I get this? A language has hundreds of thousands of words in it. Okay, as a language we have hundreds and thousands of words. We cannot count that this much words are there only. The one word is having lots and lots of other words to give the synonyms. Okay, the similar words, the same meaning words, the same spellings, are the homophones, everything. Hundreds and thousands of words are there. It is impossible for one person to know all of them. It is very difficult for all of us. We can by heart some of the words. When we come to that word, that time we can find their meanings, or we can acknowledge, or we can understand. But many words are there which you haven't come across. And suddenly when you start reading something new, when you start watching the TV, at that time you may find the unfamiliar or the words which are not with you. So all these words can be explained in a dictionary. Yes, the lesson which we are talking about is the dictionary. It's a book where you can get the meanings of that each and every word. It's a world. Why it is called world? Because in one book you will get hundreds and thousands of words meaning. Okay, whatever related content, whatever their meaning, the pronunciation, everything is given in that. Okay, that's why the dictionary is itself a world. At At some time or other, you must have been advised to look up a word in a dictionary by teachers or parents. Okay, maybe when you are doing your projects, maybe when you are reading something, at that time when you come with the unfamiliar words, or you don't know the meaning, or you can't read that sentence, at that time you are being advised that just go and search in the dictionary, you will get the meaning, you will find it easy. So why is it so? Because these unfamiliar words are having so many different other meanings, okay, other words, which gives us the easy explanation. So our elders, our parents, the teachers advised us that go through the dictionary, find the meanings of these words. You will have this dictionary. If you want the meaning in Marathi or Hindi, whatever, all these are available in your dictionaries. Given below are some examples of how the word might be explained in different dictionaries. Okay, we are not talking about the only one dictionary, but there are many types of dictionaries are there, and in each dictionaries it will be explained in a different way. Okay, how it will be explained. Now, dictionary, a word itself, it is given that it's given a definition. Noun, a book, it's a noun. Dictionary is a noun. We can touch that, we can have that. Okay, we can see. So dictionary is a noun. Now what is the definition, or what is the explanation of that particular thing is a book in which words are listed in alphabetical order from A to Z. Okay, what is that? Dictionary. Dictionary is a book where the words are listed alphabetically from A, B, C, D to Z. Till the Z, it is being alphabetically arranged, as well as the meanings are also given. You look up a word in a dictionary to find out what it means, or how to spell it. Okay, so in a book, the all the words are alphabetically arranged, as well as their meaning is also given, as well as the spelling is also given. Okay, now the another type is given, you can see over here. Now in this, the dictionary which is given is a here, the spelling is given in a different way, the dictionary, but how it is, it's a pronunciation of that dictionary. You have to read that dictionary. So it is a pronunciation. The vowels, or what we call the phonic, the words which comes from our mouth, we should read it properly. So the pronunciation is also given in that. Plural dictionaries. Now, a book that gives a list of words in the alphabetical order and explain their meaning in the same language or another language. In many other dictionaries, what is the definition given? That it's a book. Okay, it's a book, but the alphabetical order of words are there and it explains the meaning in the same language or in the other language. Okay, it can be given explanation in the Marathi or Hindi as well as in the English itself. Now, a book that explains the word used in a subject. These are the type of words or the explanation of different dictionaries. Thus, we see that a dictionary shows us many things. The dictionary shows us many things. Let us see what are they. Words in a dictionary are usually arranged in alphabetical order. As in the definition also we have seen. The words in that books are arranged alphabetical order. That means from A, B, C, D. Like this till the Z it is having all the words. A dictionary tells us what a word means. Okay, the main uh, criteria, that is give the meaning of that word. Now, a dictionary shows us how a word is spelled. As we saw in the another explanation, it gives the spelling as well as. Okay, in that book you can find the spelling. Now, the fourth one is a dictionary tells us how a word is pronounced. Okay, as I told you, the pronunciation, the phonic sound, everything is given in the dictionary. A dictionary shows us the different forms of the same word. Okay, the different forms means, as I have taught you, the singular, plural, or the other words, or the past tense, all the tenses, everything is given in the dictionary. Okay, the different forms of the same word. A dictionary tells us with the help of examples how a word is used. Okay, many times what happens in the dictionary, the sentences are being given. Okay, because what happens when we see the familiar sentence, we come to know with the meaning. That's why in the many of the dictionaries, the example are also given. The word itself is used in that sentence. Okay. A dictionary lists many other words, phrases related to that word. What word we are searching, the phrases and the other words, the other explanation, the other meaning are given in the dictionary. A dictionary point out, a dictionary point out the different meanings of word which have the same spelling. Okay, what happens that the words have the same spelling but they may have the different meanings. Okay, some words have same spelling but they have different meanings. A dictionary also tells us the grammatical class to which the word belongs. Okay, it gives us the grammatical class. You will learn about these classes of words when you are a little when you are in a little older. When you are in fourth standard, you don't have to go in deep, but as you grow up, as soon as you start using the dictionaries, you will come to know the uses of dictionaries. You will come to know that yes, this is the way I can find the meaning, I can find the information about that word, the similar spellings of having different meanings, everything you will got it, the grammatical use of dictionary. But you have to just start using the dictionary. Now, some dictionary provides us the pronunciation of the words. It shows with the help of special symbols. Okay, with the as I have in the first when I have used the phonic pronunciation of that word dictionary. So like this we have a many types of dictionary. Let us see the one that is pronunciation dictionaries. In that we have pronunciation of that word, as well as with the help of some special symbols it explains us how to pronounce that dictionary, pronunciation dictionaries. Now dictionaries of synonyms. Okay, the similar meaning, as we are finding the same meaning of that word. For example, when I talked about the elephant, I'll just use the sentence that elephant is a large animal. Okay, as I want to use the word large, you may not have understood, but when I'll say that an elephant is a big animal, you will come to know, yes, the body or the structure of the elephant is very big, it's very huge. So to explain the hugeness or the large, I use the word the large, big, huge, fat. So these all are the meanings or the synonyms of the one word. Okay, the similar meaning. Now, what is in that the dictionaries of synonyms? The dictionaries gives us list of synonyms, words which have a similar meaning. They may also include antonyms of or opposites. Okay, the opposites meaning. For example, if I talked about the happy, the antonyms of the happy is sad. Okay, so many dictionaries have the synonyms as well as antonyms. Now, the third type is visual dictionary. Okay, this is very interesting dictionary where you have the pictures. Okay, with the pictures, with the help of that colorful things, you will come to know about how exactly that it means. For example, if I talk about the xylophone, okay, you may know, some of you may not know, but it's an instrument. A trumpet, it's an instrument. Aeroplane, it's a traveling object. So when I use this word as a small child, you may not have come to this, but when you go to the visual dictionaries, when you find in the picture dictionaries, at that time with the help of picture you just understand, yes, this is thing that there the sound comes, the we have to sit and we have to travel the other countries. These are the visual dictionaries which gives you the clear idea about with the help of picture. Some dictionaries contains only visuals or pictures. They do not have to explain the meaning in the words. Okay, they don't have the meanings, they don't have given the similar word, the synonymous, the antonyms, or the different types, nothing. But with the help of pictures, they explains us. With the help of the main object, we will come to know. The visuals may be in the form of photographs, diagrams, or hand drawn. Now, what is about the diagram? Diagram means mathematics or science, you may have the diagrams, the intestine, the hand, the body parts, everything. So we draw that. That is the diagram. Okay, with the help of diagrams or hand drawing, we come to know about the visualized. We see that and we recognize. They are all are labeled. See the simple visual given alongside. In the same way, even complicated machines or systems are made simple in a visual dictionary. Now, the one who is doing engineering or the science people or the one who is learning about the botany, about the star, what you can say about the trees and all that plants, how the photosynthesis took place, how the roots spreads in the ground. Everything is explained with the help of a diagram or a photograph with a particular labeling. Okay, so that is called visual dictionary. Now, here one more type is there, encyclopedia dictionary. Encyclopedia dictionary. It's a very interesting dictionary where you will get all information, all the content about a particular thing. Encyclopedias are books that gives a lot of information on a great number of topics. Now I'll give you one of the example here. I just my sons or my daughter, both of them are very fond of the cartoon called Rudra. Okay, in that Rudra cartoon, whenever he finds a difficulty, whenever he comes with across with the any challenges, any particular mm, insect or the enemy, what he do, he just go to the library, he search the books related to that. Okay, whatever the enemy, the spider, the porcupine, everything. So he goes, he search the books, and in that book he got the each and every information about that. Okay, one of the episode when that the porcupine was attacking on the people, and the people turns into the porcupine. That was the incident. So what did the Rudra done? Rudra gone to the library, he searched the book on porcupine, he read that books. Okay, he read all the information about the porcupine, and he got the solution that how to defeat that porcupine. Okay, how it was, with the help of strawberry juice he can defeat that porcupine. They are it's their weakness. So like this, in encyclopedia we'll get all the information, a great amount of information in a one book. Encyclopedic dictionaries too gives a lot more information about the most of the words they contain. These dictionaries are usually quite thick and contain many more words than the smaller or ordinary dictionaries. As I told you, if I want to find about the porcupine, each and every a smaller, his size, his eating habits, his lifespan, his hand movements, his eating habits, everything, every information is given in the uh, encyclopedia. It's a very easy thing. Computers and internets have brought with them online dictionaries. Okay, one of the most important or the useful nowadays, we are fond of this. What was that? The online dictionaries. We just go to the Google, we search the meaning of the word in just a second, with the pictures, with the other meaning, with the synonymous, antonyms, as well as the sentence formation, as well as the information regarding that. Everything comes in front of our screen. That is the use of online dictionary. It's a very simple, and nowadays we fond of that. So you just type the word, you will what you want to look up, and instantly in just a second you are going to show its meaning, use, etc. You can even list to the proper pronunciation of the word. You just have to click the mic button or the speaker button, and the online dictionary itself gives us the sound how to pronounce that. Okay, so in all in one in that online dictionary you will find the meaning, the pronunciation, the use, everything in one, in just a second. So a printed dictionary cannot do this. Printed dictionary is having a limitations. Once when it is printed, it done. But if some other updates are being come, or some other changes may have happened in that, the printed one cannot replace with that. Okay, so when we use the online dictionary, it gives us the updated knowledge till today what have happened. Okay, so for example, let's talk about the corona. If you are searching the old dictionaries about the corona, you will not get the information. But when you go to the online dictionary, you just type the word and you will get all the other all information related to that. That is the difference. Okay, so we saw the now in this we have the children dictionaries. Okay, it's a children dictionary is about, it's very simple, very easy, with the help of pictures, everything we have in that. Okay, in the children dictionary. So all these are the types of your dictionaries. Then there are some other dictionaries that shows how a word was used hundreds of years ago, how it use or meanings or spelling changed over the years and how it is used today. Okay, there are many dictionaries. Some dictionaries that shows the hundreds of years ago what was that word is used for. Okay, a dictionary is a must for a student. As a student, as a learner, as a person who is alive, he must use a dictionary. If you are reading, if you are in the social life, you have to know the each and every word's meaning which you comes across. Okay, so dictionary is must for all of us. You can begin with the simple attractive dictionaries. Okay, as a child, as a student, you may have very fond of the picture dictionaries, you may fond of a online dictionary, but the thing is you should have to begin, you have to use the dictionary, you have to collect the your vocabularies. You, if you have the words knowledge, if you have the what it calls that, if you have the collection of words, you can use it in your speaking, you can use it for your explanation when you are presenting yourself on the stage, when you are giving a speech, when you are in the debate. At that time the vocabulary or the collective knowledge will help you. Okay, with the help of that you can explain in a better manner with the confidence. So use the dictionary and you will find it very easy. You will find it all type of dictionaries are there, simple and attractive dictionaries. Start using as a child, but you will get habitant whenever you are you came across with the unfamiliar words. You just have to search the word and you will understand the meaning of that. Okay, dictionaries, and then learn to use the more difficult ones later. Okay, don't try to use the smaller words or the easy words. Try to use the difficult words in your pronunciation, in your talking, in your speech, so that people may get fascinated, they may feel you that attractive, they may feel that you are a person who is having all the knowledge. So start using, have this collection of the words in your mind. Okay, don't keep on writing. So the next time you come across a difficult word, don't fret. You don't have to be worried. You don't have to have a shyness or threat, but you can easily find that word because you are very fond of the dictionary. Just look it up in a dictionary. Okay. Now how you are going to look the word in a dictionary? If you are searching a word, just look at the first letter, go to the dictionary, find the letter. Okay, now there are many words in that, so just go to the second word. Okay, the spelling is there, just go to the second spelling, search that, and you will come to know across the word. Okay, like this easily you can find the word in a dictionary. For example, like let us take a simple example of the word uh, happy. Okay, the word happy you want to search in the dictionary. What you will see? A first letter H. You will go to the dictionary, find the letter H. After that, you will go that in the H you have list of words. So just see that HA. Where is the list of HA? Then just search the list of HAP, and with the help of this you will come to know across the word. You will easily find that word. Now when we are learning the words, or we are learning about the in the world of dictionaries, at that time we may have these difficult words in your lesson. The word dictionary itself, the unfamiliar, magazines, programs, available, accompany, language, advised, pronounced, grammatical, puzzles, symbols, synonymous, antonyms, photographs, complicated, encyclopedia, the computers, instantly, attractive, information, alphabetical. These all are the words which you have in the lesson. Okay, so you just have to search all these words meaning from the dictionary. Whether you can use the children dictionary, you can use the picture dictionary, you can use the online dictionary. I will prefer with the nowadays, I will prefer with the online dictionary. Through this, you will come to know about the recent meaning, recent use of these words, the examples, make sentences, everything. Okay, some of these are given here. The meanings of, what is the meaning of unfamiliar? Means not know up to you, which is very new to you. You haven't read this word, you haven't come across this word. This is called the unfamiliar meaning. What is the meaning of designed? The designed meaning is intended. What is the meaning? Intended means it is made for you. It is only made for you. It is only printed for you. It is only designed for you. Okay, it is intended to you. In this respect means concerning this, for your concern, for your use. Okay, that is the meaning of the word in this respect. Point out means I am just going to poke that word. I'm just going to tell something, someone something. I'm just pointing. Yes, you. That is called point out. Complicated means very difficult, very hard to understand. Okay. Fret. What is the meaning of fret? Fret means to be anxious or worried. You may have threat in your mind. That is called the fret. The what do we call it, as you scared na, that is called fret. To be anxious or worried, the tension which comes in your mind. Arey baba, how can I search this word? That is called fret. Okay. Okay, so these all are the types of dictionaries. These all are the uses of dictionary. It makes you very easy. That is why the lesson is called in the world of dictionaries. The book itself is a world where you can find a meaning of the words, the pictures, the diagrams, and what you called the pronunciation, and the use of that word in the sentence. So that is why start using the dictionaries, be familiar with this, and you will get your knowledge or content about what you want to learn. Okay, so whenever you come across with the unfamiliar or the new or the hard words, you are going to use the dictionary. Okay,